The Scrum Master is a framework. If you read the Scrum guide is written there. That's an incomplete framework on purpose. And there are a lot of items when you talk about a Scrum guide. But again, I'm not against neither of them, just make it clear, right? I also studied the Scrum guide, I also studied the PMBOK, and I continue to learn both. And I continue to try to improve myself in both. But the thing is, you need to order tools in different situations. Knowing different frameworks, it gives you flexibility because I can manage a project in different type of organizations. I can manage a project in different type of interests. I can make use of different frameworks. I can look for benefits of different frameworks to try to improve my work. If you say that you are just waterfall, then you can only work when it's a waterfall. And every project is unique. And what you should look for as a project manager is how I can deliver the value for the company. How can I solve a problem for the company? That's what's going to make you to grow in your career to progress. No one cares about waterfall or agile in the company. You can tell me I use Scrum. Yeah, but if you do not deliver value in the end, that's useless. You can tell me I'm using PMBOK here. I have all my documentation done. If the project does not deliver the value, that's useless. So it's important to understand waterfall and agile to see their different applications to learn with one of those items. When you, for example, if you look for Scrum, there's not much information how to do how to create a budget, how to do a cost management. I can tell you if you want to grow in your organization, if you want to be a manager, if you want to be a director, well, you need to understand how to create a budget. You need to understand how to manage a budget. You need to understand how a business case works. So one side from another, those are not exclusive items saying that I'm a waterfall or I'm a Scrum or agile. They should be inclusive. If you look more and more on the PMBOK 7 edition, the way it's written, the principles are created there. The principles on the PMBOK 7 edition, they work as a kind of umbrella that can fit any type of framework. PMBOK is moving into that direction. If you are going to take a PMP certification, there's a lot of agile Scrum that you need to understand there. Why? Because agile has its value. It's important to understand. And when you look for things like it might help you to reduce the execution time for a project. It might help you to reduce the time to market for a product. So of course there's value. That's why so many companies are doing that. But also waterfall has its value because in some situations it's not so straightforward to use agile. Why? Because it's not so simple build incrementally. If you're going to build something that costs millions to change it, of course you're not going to do it incrementally because it's not easy to fix a mistake there. If you want to make a building, you cannot execute the entire foundation saying, but was my first increment. I need to improve something else here. Sorry, that might be that you need to break everything off. So in some situations, build incrementally, it's not so easy.